Okay, so I was talking with one of my partners about boxing, and of course we was talking about Jaron, and I mentioned to him that Jaron's brand is finna take another hit because he's not paying attention to what's going on with him. And after I broke it down to him, he's actually the one that suggested that I come right back in and make this video. And I'm going to explain what I mean. If Jaron is getting played, and if he doesn't address what he plans to do, meaning this whole Teofimo Lopez versus Jaron Boots Ennis, he needs to address this as soon as possible. ASAP, as a matter of fact, because he's being set up and he doesn't even know it. You know, they playing off his meekness and stuff like this. All right. What's happening is this. Okay. As you know, Teofimo Lopez is out there clout chasing. Teofimo Lopez has no plans to fight no Jaron Boots Ennis at all. Okay. So let's be real about that. Okay. He has no plans for it. He has nothing to offer him. He doesn't have a belt. They're not in the same weight class, you know. So they're just using his name currently to ride his wave to keep him relevant. But this is what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to play him the same way the team Oscar De La Hoya played him. Pay attention. Now, we all know this fight ain't going to happen. Okay. But they're hyping it up and they're talking about it so much to when it comes around and they be like, yo, well, why this fight didn't happen? They're going to put all that shit on Team Ennis. You know, and he's not going to have the ground to stand on, being that what just happened with Virgil Ortiz, and everybody knows that he has currently lied and he's been fibbing and ain't been telling the truth. So when it comes to the situation versus Teofimo Lopez versus Jaron Boots Ennis, and that fight don't get made, okay, it's going to be hard to prove that it was Lopez's side of things. They can easily put it off on Ennis' side, given the track record of what has just happened. Okay, are you putting it together yet? Okay, so it's no mystery. He's out here trying to cling on to whatever name is A, B, and C. Okay, he doesn't want to fight no Jaron, but he'll use his name. And then when that fight so-called falls apart or it doesn't happen, they're going to put it off on Team Ennis. And the consensus is he out here ducking anyway. So there's not too many people that's going to fight with that narrative. Plus, you know how lopsided boxing fans like to think and how they want to think. So they're going to easily put him back in the duck category once again by just playing politics on him. That's why he needs to address if he's doing this fight or what's going on with this fight as soon as possible. He needs to address that, man, I'm not doing this. And let's take on everything as if it's real. Now, let's say that he is, or they are talking about doing it. This directly contradicts what he just said when it came to Virgil Ortiz. If you said you want to get a belt, if you want a title shot or something like that, or you one of these big name guys, that's the main reason that you didn't take the Ortiz fight. See, he's getting set up on both sides. So either way, it ain't going to look good. Now, if you're saying you didn't do A, B, and C because of weight class and what you want to do at 147, how do you have room to fight somebody? Doesn't Teo campaign at 140? Last time I checked, he ain't got a title, right? He ain't got no belt, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said in my video, how does this help Jaron Ennis' situation? It doesn't at all. So even if that was something to be true, which it is not, it's going to look bad because now you got time for this, but you ain't got time for that. And wouldn't he be pulling a guy up from 140 to 147? So that ain't going to look good. But back to what's real. What's real is he has no plans on fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. But they'll use it up until the point that they'll give you a lame ass fight. And then once they come with that lame ass fight, they're like, man, why are we getting this fight instead of the Boots Ennis fight? Like, oh, what happened? Well, you know, we tried to reach out and stuff like that, but obviously, you know, they didn't want nothing to do with us. Boom. Your brand gonna take another hit because you back looking you back up there looking like a duck just based off of what you just did with Virgil Ortiz. They setting you up nicely. So if you don't get on the internet and say, hey man, I'm not entertaining this, that's just talk. I don't know what they talk about. I'm pursuing my titles at 147, just like I said. I don't know what anybody else is on. Like I told y'all before, if it don't come out of my mouth, it ain't real, blase split. But if he don't do that now, I guarantee you they're going to be calling him the ducker and the coward in the end. He's getting set straight up for it. Now tell me that you don't understand what I just said. Now you should be able to see it because we all know. See, everybody talk about how ambitious Teo is. Teo no different from Canelo. They real ambitious when it comes to Eastern Europeans. You know what I'm saying? Real ambitious. But as you see, once it comes to the brothers with Teo and once it comes to the brothers with Canelo and the Mexicans with Canelo, they don't want to go that route. So yeah, they brave when it comes to fighting a Vasily Lomachenko. Yeah, they brave when it comes to a Josh Taylor. But it's not hard to tell that Teo don't want to fight no black fighter. Just like it's not hard to tell that Canelo didn't want to fight no Mexican fighter. Okay, so if he don't address this, they're going to set his ass up again and his brand is going to take another hit. Just remember I said it. You know what I'm saying? Put the word out there telling him that he need to get on some type of platform and say something ASAP, because if you don't, they're going to play the narrative against you and you're going to be the one that ducked Teofimo Lopez. Guaranteed. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all later. And you can thank me later. I'm out.